Right.
I done helped many fighters out to keep them in their home, but people would never know about it because I don't exercise my action of reaching out to media to, hey, get this story, to show the world what I've done or what I contribute back to. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about people's, whatever their opinions or what they say about me. I never have. I'm just one of them people's. Like, I don't.
Okay. This is the continuation of another volume of this particular interview with Deontay Wilder as he responds to Martin Breland and his interview with Spencer Faring and Mr. Tunde. Now, he says, oh, well, I don't care about, I do things for people. That's why I'm not really on the media. So the things I do for people, you really won't see it. And I really don't care about other people's opinion. I never have. Stop lying. Counterpunch. Stop lying. He is the one most fucking emotional person when it comes to other people's opinion that I ever seen in the history of the fucking sport. So let's stop that. Let's stop. You thought you cared about Paulo Malignaggi's fucking opinion. You cared about that, which actually that was his analysis of that. That was nothing him saying something about you. You cared about Charlie Z talking shit about you, so you flew all the way across the fucking U.S. to slap the little boy around because he got mental problems himself. You cared about that shit, though. You care about what Mark Breland said about you, don't you? So stop that shit with, oh, I don't care about people's opinion. I never have. Yes, you have. That's all you ever do. You respond to people when they say something bad about certain people. You target certain people. You target certain people have to say about you, and then you don't like it. You get all in your fucking feelings, and now you're like, well, I don't care. If you don't care, why the fuck are you here? Why are you even speaking about what Mark Breland said if you really didn't care? See, I thought he really didn't care when all this Glovegate bullshit was going on. That's why he didn't answer. I was told he didn't give a shit. But obviously, if you went on Brian Kushner and said everything that all these other channels said was right, every bit of these excuses you agreed upon, every one of them. So that tells me, okay, well, obviously you cared. Because if you care, you wouldn't have cared to even share it. You should have just shut your fucking mouth and got back in there with Tyson Fury. So if you got a team that let a fucking contract expire, that's on you. That ain't on no fucking body else. But again, if you thought Mark Breland wasn't good enough for you with all the shit that he had going, and now all of a sudden he's incompetent and there's deep-rooted hate and fear and all this bullshit, you should have fired him a long time ago. Like I would agree to fire everybody else in that corner because they're not competent. But of course, you're not competent because you don't know what good trainers are if you don't have good trainers. You don't know what good management is if you don't have good managers. If you've always had these managers, you've always going to get what you've always had. Counterpunch. That's what it is. If you want something you've never done, you got to do something you never did. That's the difference. So if somebody's trying to get you to keep you where you always are, you're going to always be where you're always at. Now that's facts. But it's talking about, hey, I don't care. And do I think he does good things for people around him? I think he does. But at the end of the day, don't sit here and say I don't care about people's opinion. Because I guarantee all them people that he does shit around are a circle of yes men. Yes, D. Yes, D. Yes, D. Not somebody gonna say, man, I don't think you should do that shit. You know what I mean? That's the person that's gonna be banished. Okay? Let's move forward.
Opinion. Because, my actions don't speak for it all. But for it to be deeper embedded in him to feel a certain type of way, it's just like, where is it all coming from?
Right.
And all the stuff we do, is it because of where I am in life? And, I don't, it could be a jealousy thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand where it's coming from, man.
Okay. Did this man just say that he doesn't know where it's coming from? Okay, Deontay, let's do this. What if you were Mark Breland and Mark Breland was you? And that man said all the shit that you said about him. How would you feel? So don't say, I don't know what I've done. What the fuck did I do? You went on national media and told a known fucking broadcaster / commentator, Brian Custer, that you thought that your trainer not spiked the fucking water. Which was the dumbest fucking thing you could have ever done. Why? How in the fuck you gonna prove that? If it's not in the toxicology report or the drug test, how are you going to prove it? And you got a million, well, thousands of dickheads that believe that something fixed up on race and all that other bullshit or tribalism of whatever. You know what I mean? Half of them don't know shit about boxing anyhow. They just like to see you hit people and knock them out. Cool. But at the end of the day, they don't know shit about boxing, so they didn't know if he's supposed to stop the fight or not based on how much punishment you was taking. Okay, so don't sit here and tell me some shit like, what did I do? Now you moaning and pissing and crying. Look, you said about that man, you shit on his name, you threw him under the bus, and for all I know, you fucked around and left him outside in the dressing room crying and shit, and he was like, what the fuck I do to you? He helped your ass. I don't even see what the deal is. Oh, I don't know what I did. Don't play that shit now. You know what you did. You know you threw that man under the bus, you shit on his name, and you accuse this man of sabotaging your performance by putting something in your water knowing fucking well you can't even prove it. That's the bad thing. That's why it's dumb. Because okay, if you believe that, say that. But to throw that man under the bus for that, yeah, he stopped the fight. Okay, leave it at that. Look, I told him not to do that. He shouldn't have done that. He should have left the water out. If he was a fucking responsible a human being or a person or whatever the fuck, if he was any bit responsible and fucking intelligent, he would have knew not to say that bullshit. Let the smut channels do that for you, like they've been doing the whole fucking year anyway. Let them do it. Leave that to Aki and DB and N and all them motherfuckers. Let them do that. Don't you come out and say something that dumb. Believe he did that, and I don't know why he came and said what he said. Of course he gonna say what he said, because if he didn't say what he said, that would lead you, if he would have never answered or gave you his counterpunch, his side of the story, that's how people can say, well, you know, he really didn't even respond because he knew he was guilty. Now he responds. Now you asking, why are you responding? He's responding because you shit on his name. And, okay. And, volume 3. You say, oh, is it jealousy because of where you are in your life? Who the fuck have you fought? Why would he be jealous of you? How the fuck would Mark Breland ever be jealous of you? Bronze bomber. Guys, if you guys don't know, bronze means third. Bronze means third place. Silver means second place. Mark Breland was a gold Olympian. Shit, if Mark Breland's jealous of anybody, let me counterpunch this real quick. It won't be Deontay Wilder, but if for shits and giggles, if I could imagine who Mark Breland was jealous of, it would be Anthony Joshua. That's right, I said it. Why? Because Mark Breland had the skill, he had the will, he had this, he had that. Then he became a trainer. Okay, he did everything. He was a 2-time champion of the world. All right, that's what he did. He became champion twice in his life, on top of Olympic gold, regardless of one of the best amateurs ever. 5 times this, 3 times that. The man has a resume longer than the bums that Counterpunch. Counterpunch. So stop that. Oh, is he jealous of me or something? Man, you know, I say this. If he thinks that Mark Breland is jealous of him because of how his career going, his career ain't went anywhere yet. You can't be jealous of a person that only had 5 reasonable fights. And you fucking lost, and you only won 3 out of those 5. You drawed 1 and you lost 1. And then the one you lost, it had so much controversy behind it due to your own fucking negligence. It cost you the rest of your fucking career if you have one left. But to say that this man is jealous of you and he's got all this decorated shit, he was trying to help you because he's already been farther where you were. You ain't been 2 times shit. You got a championship by fighting a guy that wasn't shit. Bermane Stiverne wasn't shit. The guy that had the belt before him his name was Vitali. They didn't go nowhere near him. Don't fuck with the Klitschko's, Deontay. We're not gonna let you, baby. That's what happened to you. So you fought nobody to get the belt. And then when you finally fought somebody, what happened? You got a draw, and then you got your ass whooped. That's the fact of the matter. Don't try to bring this man under the bus, and don't try to say he's jealous because for 12 years, he's jealous of you in 12 years. Now it's time to shut this guy down. Man, look, I can't make this shit up. Deontay Wilder, you know what? I'm not even going to play anymore because it's just, I've heard enough. Deontay Wilder, he's delusional. I feel he's delusional. And that shows that if he thinks Martin Breland, a guy that has a very decorated career, and has done way more than he has in his career, if he believes that, he must be on something himself. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Deontay Wilder stating that Mark Breland is jealous of him. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.